What is going on, guys? I wanted to come in and talk about one of the questions I've been asked a lot, which is why I didn't use yellow heads in my army and instead I went with the flesh tones. So, as many of you probably know, LEGO started using the yellow heads the minute they released their first minifigure, and still to this day, they produce tons and tons of faces and expressions of all kinds on their yellow heads. It's always been their iconic look, but in 2003, when they started the LEGO basketball theme, they decided to go to flesh tones. Now, we did get a flesh tone Lando in the Cloud City set, which is the first time they were ever released into Star Wars. Flesh tones really hit it big when they switched over in themes like Star Wars and Harry Potter, because you were able to look at a minifigure and really tell the difference between characters. Harry Potter really looked like Harry Potter, and Star Wars characters really resembled their actors. With these flesh tones, I believe it adds so much more detail and character to figs, which is why I chose them for the army, and I will continue to use them in many ways moving forward. But of course, with all good things, there is a downfall to using the flesh tones over the yellow. Since most of the flesh tone heads are created for licensed themed sets, they are more expensive. The classic yellow heads seem to be anywhere from like 15 cents to 33 cents for the cheaper ones, but the flesh tones actually start around 85 cents most of the time. Now, there are some cheaper ones like Harry Potter and Jurassic World, stuff like that, because the prints never really change and they're just mass produced in almost every set for that theme. And sometimes you could find flesh tones on the Lego.com Pick-a-Brick section for like 26 cents a piece, but there's very little options and differences in them. Now, there is a downfall if you use heads from bigger themes like Star Wars and Harry Potter, because it's always kind of easy to tell where they come from, especially if you know LEGO, but you can clearly see who these actors and characters are. And in the end, even if they are more expensive, I choose flesh tones because it gives tons more detail. I think it looks so much cleaner, and I also really enjoy the fact that it shows people from different ethnic groups. It gives you a chance to express yourself, which is why they work extremely great for sig figs. I mean, can you guess who these two guys are? I do believe that yellow heads have their place, but the fleshies have one for now. Peace.